A very happy new year to you. This is your Barbados Today Morning News Update for January 2, 2020. Prime Minister Mottley will unveil a 7-year plan for the island when she addresses the nation this evening. Speaking at yesterday's grand start to the Regathering celebrations at River Bay St. Lucie, she hinted that the initiatives would be geared towards rebuilding families and communities.
We are going to save families, and we are starting in 2020. Tomorrow night I will address the country. And I will set out for you a 7-year plan that I want every Bajan to hold hands with me and join. Because we can't make this country different by a government alone, or by the church alone, or by one or two here alone. It will be made different when the majority of us, can't get everybody, but when the majority of us stand up for Barbados and the Barbados brand.
Hundreds of residents, visitors, and returning nationals gathered at the popular picnic site where they enjoyed delights from their picnic baskets and the performances of entertainers and DJ music. Prime Minister Mottley welcomed the festive crowd, stressing that all hands were needed to take Barbados to the next level. She also tackled the issue of crime and urged Barbadians to support the fight against the problem.
People must feel what? Safe. And the persons who can make this country safe are who? All of us. So don't look at the police alone. As I said in my Christmas message, however hard the police work, however much blood, sweat, and tears they give us, the ultimate determinant of how safe this country is you and your family. You and your children and grandchildren. And every one of us, you and your neighbors. Me and all of you. And every one of us has a duty to be able to carry along people and to help them resolve conflict in a peaceful way. We did it before and we can. We did it before and we can do it again.
St. Lucie MP Peter Phillips urged Barbadians to support the Regathering activities, saying the year-long event is a significant boost for the country.
Regathering is about people, it's about meeting family, friends, and coming out and having a good time. It's about entrepreneurship, helping everyone and restoring, bringing the best to Barbados. Building the best Barbados we can together.
In other news this Thursday, Barbados welcomed at least 5 New Year babies yesterday. Barbados Today was on hand to greet the first baby, Nathaniel Marshall, who weighed 6 pounds. His proud mom said she's looking forward to raising her son.
I'm extremely happy to have a baby boy and being a mother for the first time. It's such a privilege to be a mother. It's an awesome feeling. I'm looking forward to grow him and groom him. The best that I can do to him, so he could be somebody that can make a difference in the years to come.
Shanice Thomas delivered the island's second New Year baby, a girl weighing 8 pounds, 10 ounces.
I was at home at first. I had a pretty long labor, and then I came here, and it was rough, man, but you know. Again, New Year's baby.
Attorney General Dale Marshall is encouraging former owners of the liquidation center building on Bay Street, the Merchandanis, to take possession of the items being stored if they're concerned about theft. This advice comes on the heels of reports that some of the items that were removed from the building several weeks ago were stolen. Marshall confirmed the report but provided no details. He told journalists on Tuesday that the stolen items have since been recovered.
It's regrettable that would have happened. A report was made to me that there was an incident where the area where the things were stolen, where the things were being stored, was broken into. I think that the security measures have been upped so as to try and eliminate that. The things that were stolen have been recovered. So, you know, the sooner Mrs. Ram takes possession of her belongings, the better for all of us.
There's regional and international news after this short break. Festive Friday at the Bridgetown Night Market at Pelican Craft Center. Kick off the weekend this Friday from 4 p.m. to midnight with loads of food, drinks, and entertainment. Get ready for crop over with the Rhythm Roots Street Parade. Party like it's Kadooman Day on the street around Pelican Village with costume reveler, music, and more. It's Festive Friday. It's Festive Friday at the Bridgetown Night Market at Pelican Village Center from 4 p.m. to midnight. Admission free.
Barbados Today, news you can trust.
To regional news, new CARICOM Chairman Prime Minister Mottley declares 2020 must be the year that the region is transformed into a space that provides concrete opportunities for every Caribbean citizen, and she wants to see action taken to facilitate hassle-free movement between member states.
Make it easier for Caribbean people to go and work where there are opportunities in the community in a way that is hassle-free, in the same way that we have done it for the movement of capital. In keeping with our own Errol Barrow's vision, the reality of our people must not only be a lived reality, but also a legal reality. The Caribbean community, indeed, must lead the world in shaping an environment within which migrants among us can live and work with dignity. For after all, our modern settlement in the Caribbean has been nothing but that of a community of migrants. 3, to truly advance the process of a single domestic space for transport and communications in our region by working to provide more affordable and reliable air and sea links between our countries, and also to establish a single domestic rate for telephone, telecommunications, and phone calls within CARICOM.
On the international scene, supporters of Iranian-backed Iraqi paramilitary groups who stormed the U.S. Embassy's perimeter and hurled rocks in 2 days of protests withdrew on Wednesday after Washington dispatched extra troops and threatened reprisals against Tehran. We get more in this report from Reuters Television.
This will not be a Benghazi. Benghazi should never have happened. This will never, ever be a Benghazi.
The Iran-backed paramilitary groups tied to violent protests laying siege to the U.S. Embassy in Baghdad have now convinced their supporters to withdraw after the U.S. deployed hundreds of additional troops from a unit created as a response to the 2012 Libya consulate disaster. Mohammed al-Haidari is a ranking member of the coalition known as the Popular Mobilization Forces. The PMF leadership says their message has been heard and never intended for violence. The Americans are there to train Iraqi forces or combat terrorism, he says. The killing of PMF members is unacceptable. The U.S. airstrikes that targeted the Kataib Hezbollah militia, which falls under the PMF's umbrella, killed or wounded scores.
That's news, but for the very latest, visit our website at www.barbadostoday.bb. You can also subscribe to our e-paper, email updates, or like us on Facebook, and sign up for our breaking news alerts via WhatsApp. We're also on Azuma Media in bus terminals, as well as Screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you. You can also hear us on Mix 96.9 FM and Capital Media HD 99.3 FM.